Hi everyone, thought I'd give you an update on how things are. Plus I'm trying out this stupid headband still. Anyway, my name's Stephen J. Humphrey, independent candidate, hopefully, if I can get around this deposit, for at the next general election for Bournemouth East. Couple of things, I suppose. I've seen the Tories' new propaganda video. Very, very nicely done. Says all the right buzzwords about recession into growth and employment for those who can, and they don't actually go into detail, but it's a really good 3-minute video on their Tory website, conservatives.com, I suppose. Doesn't alter the fact that we endured 18 years of Tory misgovernment in the 80s and most of the 90s. Maggie Thatcher did more damage to this country than anyone else short of Churchill's war in 1939-1945. Can't erase those memories out of my head, David, Mr. Cameron. We had the poll tax, we had privatisation, we lost all of our public liabilities, sold it all off for a tenth of what it should have been worth, all in the case for cost effectiveness and profit motives, and depriving the people, us, of our natural wealth. Gas companies sold off, water companies sold off, BT sold off, defence contracts sold off, defence briberies from BAE Systems, for example, still rumbling on. And your very nicely Microsoft sponsored video doesn't alter the fact that we lost 90% of our wealth through privatisation, thanks to Maggie Thatcher and her misgovernment. And okay, she's in a sad state at the moment, getting on a bit, and rumours of Alzheimer's and all that kind of stuff. But war criminals can't escape justice. Can't, Tony Blair is a war criminal, I allege. Because 4 million of us went on the streets of London to stop the war in Iraq, and what happened? 500,000 children in Iraq got killed. Another 4 million got displaced. Can't go home. You took out the total sovereign infrastructure of Iraq, destroyed it. Shock and awe, killed off the Iraqi government, killed off their natural wealth, and Tony Blair wants to be president of Europe. No way. No. Can't do it. I just can't vote Tory. And maybe I'm prejudiced. Maybe I've got evidence against the Tories. But no matter how you spin these things, you cannot change history. I'd say renationalise BT, bring back the national infrastructure back into public ownership, and give us some natural wealth. GDP, for example, if that goes up, the nation benefits. If it goes down, then we suffer. That's fair enough, but not inflation, not compound interest on Federal Reserve loans. Don't need money to fix a lot of these problems. Change of attitude often helps. I mean, like this they want to make this a cycle path. You just need to get a bit of paint on the step down there and say beware cyclists. £5 worth of bloody white lining, spray paint on the tarmac, beware of cyclists, and then you can cycle down here, from there all the way along to there, and then you just watch out for dogs like Dodger. Right, but that yeah. Talking of local issues, this is a message directly to Stephen McLaughlin, leader of the Bournemouth Borough Council. Why did you have a £48,000 overspend on your office in council? Why? You were allocated a sum of money, and you couldn't even make that pay. You couldn't make that do. You had to go over by £48,000 in 6 months. I think you just got your hands in the cookie jar, Mr. McLaughlin, and you don't know how to spend money properly, appropriately. You don't know how to budget responsibly. You don't know how to. This is the evidence that I've seen from your very own grand summary. £48,000 overspend since April this year. Why? Doesn't make sense. Just doesn't make sense. And then you deprive the citizens of Boscombe of BCCA, the Boscombe Centre for Community Arts. Arts are important. Arts are an aspirational force in the community. You can unify around an art project, for example. You can get poor and deprived kids into somewhere like the BCCA for an art project. And I've got some kids. Hi guys, this is going on YouTube. Yep, see it later. I promise I won't swear. There you go, there's the future of Britain. Future of Boscombe, look. Is that okay? See, you can't even film kids without getting suspicions of paedophilia or something. That's those kids are happy. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Making people happy. Now, I was not happy during the poll tax riots, alleged poll tax riots. I didn't want to get taxed because I was on benefits. I didn't want to get taxed. And luckily we had the council tax, which is a much more fairer, more equitable system. If your income's less than a certain amount, you get benefits. That's the reality. If you can't work, you get paid benefits. And like the David Cameron new video said, work for those that can work. You should have said benefits for those that can't work. But hey, it's a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, the other big news for the last 2 minutes, is President Obama's Memorandum of Understanding. Apparently there's 17 or 18 states in America that have legalized cannabis for the medicinal use. Rock on! I could do with some medicinal cannabis. Help sort me back out, relieve me of that pain and that nightmare. Doesn't fix it, it just helps alleviate your medical concerns. And the Home Secretary, whoever it is now, I can't remember who the Home Secretary is after Jackie Smith was moved out of her Home Secretary's job, because she's basically incompetent and didn't have a clue what she was talking about. Legalise cannabis. I can't say it any plainer than that. It just does not make sense to criminalise a group of people that either want to smoke it recreationally or have a medical need. Now, if a copper came down here now and caught me with some pot, I'd be off to jail for a month. Why? That's not freedom, that's not liberty, that goes counter to my common law rights. A, I bought the stuff. B, I enjoy using it. And C, what harm have I done? I mean, cannabis is natural products. Anyway, I'm going to knock this segment off now. My name is Stephen J. Humphrey, independent candidate, hopefully, if I can get a £500 deposit before the next general election. Or I can change the law. Anyway, I'll pause it there for now.